everyone, and welcome to week two of social media online this summer 2022. So, a good chunk of you, only a handful of you, actually turned in the lesson one or week one discussion board questions, and there are three. And though I'm recording this Sunday, and some of you might look at this Sunday, just remember that your responses are due by end of day today, Sunday. So that gives me a pause of concern, considering that, again, this is an accelerated semester. You really need to keep up with the work. I hope that everyone does a much better job with this for next week. So again, I kind of altered things a little bit. Your initial post on 3 questions per week is due end of day Fridays. Saturday and Sunday is your responses to them, and you do 2 responses per question. So, or per discussion board. So there's a total of 6 at the end. Review the instructions. If this is not clear, please contact me. I have office hours virtually on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 until 2. Pop in during virtual office hours. It's via WebEx on Blackboard. The other thing that we really need to get started on is, for one, week 2 or lesson 2 is available. I'm going to try to make sure that lessons become available and discussion questions are listed starting at the beginning of Sundays, so that you can start working on that a little early if you need the time. Also, how to plan your week so that you get all the readings and the viewings done, so that you have enough time to do your actually do your discussion posts. But the other what are some of the things? So yeah, lesson 2 is now available. In addition to chapter 2 in here. And there is a link to the old edition of chapter 2. Again, after this week, everything that you need to read in here and use to support your answers in the discussion boards from this textbook, you need to get it from this textbook, whether it's in a physical form or it's in an ebook. No more PDFs after this week. You should already have the textbook, which is available at the bookstore, or you can purchase it via Amazon. And again, you can get e-copies as well, so if you don't want the physical one. There are additional readings as well. And this week is all about participatory culture and what it means for being social. So again, you've got a variety of readings for this week, and you have Henry Jenkins. Henry Jenkins is probably one of the most important scholars as it pertains to interactive media, transmedia, and participatory media, and one of the first early thinkers and writers about social media. So Henry Jenkins is important. So his TED Talk is going to be enlightening, I hope, for you, especially as it pertains to participatory culture. So again, you've got all of these readings, all of the videos. You are going to use this to support your answers for the lesson 2, discussion 1, discussion 2, discussion 3. Okay? So you need to use these to support your answers. But the big thing that I want to discuss is your first assignment. So in assignments, we have our big project, which is our Scoop It Curation project. So we're going to be using a Curation social media tool. And basically, you are going to activate a curational idea-based thought leadership project to the class. So basically, you are going to think of something, especially something that you're passionate about, and you are going to, using Scoop It, use this form of social media to engage viewers on a narrow topic, and it will provide you an opportunity to develop and facilitate your own social media site. So Scoop It allows you to create a site. Now, this is something that, again, is going to involve you going through some tutorials, creating a free Scoop It account, and also coming up with a topic. So the project has 3 parts. The first part is your proposal. And the proposal is, what is it that you want to do your Scoop It on? What is your curation project? What is your topic? And you're going to be presenting this via a Prezi. And so also, I have a link of how to get a free Prezi account. Prezi is a way to do presentations that you can share online. And these can be simple, like animated slides. So it's very similar to PowerPoint or slides in Google, but it's one of those things where it's very easy for you to utilize, especially in an online type of course. And if you want, you can also add audio and video, can be linked very easily. So Prezi is something that you want to use. So when you get to the proposal part, you need to get this first part done by June 3rd. So I want you to start thinking about this. So what is your presentation going to be about? What is your Scoop It going to be about? So there's a whole assignment that gives you the instructions. There is an attachment that is that also gives you your basically it says your week 2 curational proposal instructions. So basically it goes step by step. Go to Prezi, sign up for an account, explore how to use it, choose your template, and use the following template guide. So basically, for your Prezi, your first slide is your topic. Second slide, short thesis statement of your problem, using the following description of the thesis to your guide. And it has the OWL Purdue instructions on how to do an analytical project, an expository, or an argumentative. So basically, how do you write your thesis statement based on what it is that you want to talk about and what you want to discover and what you want to share. Your thesis statement should be specific. It should cover only what you will examine, discuss in your proposal, and should be supported with specific evidence. So that means that if you are going to be talking about leading a vegan lifestyle, then you're going to need documents that are going to support this. Slide number 3 is going to be the answer to the question, so what? Why should anyone care about your topic? Why is it significant to your audience? These are important questions. Why should you engage in a vegan lifestyle? Why should we care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What's the point? So what? And again, there's more to it. Slide 4, your resources. So you want to have 4 to 5 relevant online sources. You can use a mixture of .gov, you know, or government kind of resources, something from the news.edu, and other trustworthy sources. This is not a place where you get everything from Wikipedia. Wikipedia kind of gives you background, but you want to go to more primary sources. Tool 5, tools of curation to be included. So this is where you share any sort of favorite bookmarks. This is where you put any comments. This is where, you know, basically this is where you're going to say, I'm going to be using Scoop It, but this is also where you want to start to, you know, how are you going to use Scoop It? And again, you want to make sure that you start to explore how Scoop It works and sign up for it. So again, we've got Prezi that you're going to be signing up for. You've got Scoop It that you're going to sign up for. And again, you're just signing up for the freebies. And so for June 3rd, you're going to be turning in a Prezi presentation on your Scoop It curation project. So, and then the second part, once your presentation is approved, then you will start your Scoop It development and facilitation. So once it's approved, you're going to develop your project and you start to, you know, post things on the page. And again, this is where you're going to start to work on this, you know, a lot more. So you definitely want to launch your page and post it. You also want to start to include, you know, this is where people will start to interact with your Scoop It page and that sort of thing. So you need to have your Scoop It page launched by June 10th. Then your final presentation, which is the third part, will be based on your proposal and based on your actual Scoop It page. This is where you know, give a presentation based on, you know, here's the Scoop It page as it exists, you know, on the date July 2nd. These are the things that I discovered in here. This is where you start to, you know, pay attention to a variety of different questions and issues. And so, so this is where you start to include, you know, it's going to be clearly titled. You're going to, again, have a clear description. You're going to inform and explain your chosen topic and provide justification on why you chose this topic. You're going to have details on how you approach scooping for your topic. So what were some of the best resources that you utilized? Identify your chosen method of distribution. Outline your approach. Outline what you learned. And there will be a works cited. And there's a whole rubric of all the things that you need to have in your presentation. So make sure that you download that, follow it, and know it before you turn in that final Prezi. I have two different, what is referred to as proposal presentations. So I have links to actual presentations, or the first part of this project, and then I have also examples of final project presentations. Unfortunately, the examples from past Scoop Its, since the students have deactivated their account, I don't have links to them, unfortunately. But as you start going through the tutorials and everything like that, you should be able to get some good ideas. But the whole idea is that you are going to start to do a whole thing. And by the way, this is Lily. Lily was trying to walk on my the keyboard to my computer. So maybe you want to do a whole thing about the popularity of cats on social media, and because in all of your Zoom meetings, it was all about your cat or your dog interfering. And so maybe it is gathering important information about how news anchors, weathermen, even leaders of, or important people, in certain countries, here they are dealing with interruptions, whether it is animals or children, that sort of thing. So, I mean, there's a wide variety of ideas, but there you go. Spontaneous. Cat walking on keyboard. And this has been a part of our, day-to-day life. But you've got these proposals and presentations to use in examples. But the big thing is you want to start to dive into thinking about what it is that you want to do, a topic that you want to curate, basically something that you're interested in, something that you're interested in creating and developing a space to discuss said topic and utilizing the Scoop It website in order to utilize this. And you can also utilize other social media in order to gather it all into this one space. But you will be using articles, essays, videos, a wide variety of different things in order to put this project all together. So this week, you have your lesson 2. You need to start working on that. Chapter 2 and the additional readings that we have in the lesson. The Henry Jenkins video, Participatory Culture and Participatory Media. It's a TED Talk. So the video and the 3 readings. There's 3 readings. One of the readings I want to point out in the readings, the Vincent Mosco, which is basically Marks in the Cloud. The actual essay that you're going to be reading is on page, it says it's page 516 to 535. You're going to be going further down into the PDF. That the link is the entire book. So you don't need, obviously, to read the entire book, but you want to get to that chapter that is basically technically page 516 to 535. So in terms of the readings, again, you've got chapter 2 here. You've got some Karl Marx. The Ferdinand Tonnes really is just I'm totally gonna murder these German words. What Gemeinschaft and Gesellschaft means. So just a general idea of that, and then you've got that additional reading. And I said the Henry Jenkins. So you've got that. Friday, you want to do the 3 discussions. 1, 2, 3. So lesson 2, discussion 1, lesson 2, discussion 2, lesson 2, discussion 3. Those are due on Friday. And then by Sunday, you're going to post your participation. So you're going to answer the questions that other students posted on each discussion. So yeah, you've got a lot. Oh, and then you want to start working on your Scoop It project, on your proposal. So this is where you want to start to establish your Prezi account and start thinking about what you want to do your curation project on. So week 2, a lot going on. Again, start making good habits. Start putting this class into your rotation on things that you need to get done. This is not a class that you wait until Sunday night to do everything. You will be graded down if you don't turn in your projects by their due dates, and that means the discussions. Week 1, I know there was a variety of different issues for some people, and I'm taking that into consideration. But week 2, you gotta get it done on Friday night. It's gotta get done, and you gotta do the participation by Sunday. Okay. This class is gonna move fast. I was gonna quote Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah. So we got to keep moving forward. It's going to go quick, and you're going to learn a lot about social media, probably more than you realized. Okay, so lesson 2, week 2, start working on your curation project. And if you're watching this Sunday, basically May 22nd, if you haven't participated on the lesson 1 discussion boards, it's time to do it. It's due by midnight. Okay. Have a good week. And don't forget, virtual office hours this Monday and Wednesday, 1 until 2.